Auction time. This is the 7D series auction. 7D01. This is a northern point. Surprise, surprise. I think I did this one off camera from one of the bifaces that I made on video, I think. Well, one of the bifaces I started on video as part of a series of bifaces in that video. I'm not sure. But I think this is triple flow. Oh yeah, there it is. If it'll just focus correctly. Yeah. So this one is almost 4.5. It's like 4 and 7/16. Yeah. It's sharpened all the way around. It's, even down here. I didn't dull it down on the stem or the base. Try to get all the step fractures out. I don't remember if this napped easily or not, but I think this one was an easy one. It didn't get all crushy on the edges either. Sometimes that's a problem when it crushes on the edges. Alrighty. The width on this one, 1 3/4. Okay. 7D02. This is a Scots Bluff type 1 reproduction with a very buttery type of obsidian that's different from all the other stuff. I did this off camera from an old piece of obsidian that was just a big old long triangular chunk. I did that last night and some of it this morning. Just practicing up on these Scots Bluff types. But it is obsidian. I know it looks kind of like a heat treat or something. Or almost like Rainy Buttes. It's not translucent, I don't think. No. It's opaque, completely opaque obsidian. Some of my favorite stuff. I got this from Luke or Brian. I forget which one. Anyway. It doesn't have sequential flaking, but it does have, collateral. Okay. This one was kind of crunchy on the edges. And I could have taken one more flake to flatten this spot right there across here, but I said, nah, if I take one more flake, I'm going to mess it up. But yeah, there's a little high spot right there. Usually when you lay these down, the Scots Bluffs on a table, they'll lay flat either way, but this was kind of skewed a little bit because of that high spot right there. All right. This one is 4 1/4. Yeah, the real Scots Bluffs lay pretty flat when you lay them down. Alrighty, it is ground down on the stem. Okay. 7D03, another northern, and this one is triple flow as well. But this one is a little bit of a lower grade as far as the crunchiness goes. Just a little bit lower grade. But it's got a lot more translucency than the other one, or transparency. Yeah. The notches were getting kind of crunchy, so I stopped. Because, I need to put a lot of pressure on the notches on the inside to get them to pop out to get the last flakes to pop out. But when you put a lot of pressure on them like that, it snaps it right across the neck. And you can feel it as you, well, when you get it, it's got some roughness to it. In some of these crackly areas, like right here, gave me some trouble because it's kind of crackly. All right, so this one is 4 1/8 inches long. It is a fox ear, what they call a fox ear type northern. It's got bubbles in this triple flow, so it's a little bit of a lower grade. It is crunchy, especially when you try to sharpen it. It's got inclusions, like that's a little pocket of I don't know what, that little spot right there. Otherwise, it was okay. Yeah. All righty. There you go. $7D04 video point. This is the Hornstone video point. I don't know what you would call it. I still didn't look it up even after all this time. I've had it sitting there for a while and I didn't look it up. Anyway, it's all on video. It is a lower grade Hornstone. 3 3/4, a little bit over by, I don't know, 1.5. Yeah. It had a rough patch here. They got all crunchy, I guess, and part of it fell out. So I didn't get to sharpen the whole edge. Alrighty. Okay. $7D05. This one is just an art point. It could be something in the archaeological record, but I didn't look it up. I just went with the flow on this one. I made a little biface, and then I started to thin it down. It broke in a couple areas. I broke off one corner down here. I was going to make it a triangle, maybe another northern point, but it broke, so I ended up making a contracting stem type point. So I don't know if this matches anything in the archaeological record. The cool part is the translucency. I think it has one little red spot right at the bottom of the stem. Yeah, it is a triple flow, but it's got the only red that it has is one little teeny bitty spot at the very bottom. Can't see. Well, maybe you can. Yeah, right there. Maybe you can see it. Anyways, this was some of the crunchiest stuff that I've napped this week. I don't know what was wrong with it. And I used copper to sharpen it too, and it still was getting all crunchy on me. Yeah, but it is sharpened. It's a little bit more crude than I would like because it's still a little bit wonky as far as the edge. It's not perfectly straight. You know what I mean? But I did try to sharpen it. It is sharp. Okay. What's it? Length? A little over 3 1/8. No, 3 5/8. A little bit more than 3 5/8. 3 11/16. Okay. All right. 7D06. Another art point. This one is a smoky translucent obsidian. No banding at all. It's just smoky obsidian. And this is even more crunchy than the other one. This is some of the crunchiest obsidian I've encountered so far. Luckily, I was able to get some notches in it. But I just went with the flow on the notches because it was giving me some trouble. You know, I was going to do another side notch, but I said, you know what? Let's try some basal notches, and I barely got away with it. Yeah, I blew out some of the one side. I wanted a more narrow entry. Yeah, I guess I made it symmetrical, but anyway, I wanted to try to make these more narrow. Maybe I blew out this one. But anyway, it was difficult to get all the step fractures out. Normally this kind of translucent obsidian is high grade stuff, but it was so crunchy that it was starting to get on my nerves. I don't know what. And again, I was using copper to sharpen it. Copper to sharpen it does help when it's very crunchy. Yeah. But still, I was having trouble with it. Yeah, I just call that an art piece. It might match something in the archaeological record. 4 inches, almost exactly. By inch and 5/8. Yeah. So it is sharp. Yes, yes. Okay. $7D07. This one is in the archaeological record. I just forgot what to call these. I forgot what they call them. It's a reproduction. And I forgot what they call these. Transparent. It is a... it is a triple flow. Barely any red. It's got one spot right there, I think. I think that's the only spot of red. And again, I made this point because it broke. It broke some of the side off or something like that. And I said, what kind of stem can I put on it now since some of this broke off? So I looked in the book and I found this one. I said, that's kind of cool because some of these have deep central notches in the base. So I said, I'm just going to make one of these. Yep. I forget what they're called. I'm sure you guys know. Crunchy obsidian for sure. It's the lower grade triple flow. It has some of the inclusions. This one has, I think that was an inclusion right there, somewhere on the edge. But it has those little white inclusions. I think that might be one right there too. Okay. The stem is not ground down. I don't think these were ground down. But if I missed that, I apologize. But I don't think these have ground down bases. No. Okay. And stems. I don't think the stems are ground down. 7D08. This is a northern point as well. But it's a little bit exaggerated as far as the fox ears. It is a triple flow. Yeah, but it's from a different batch. This one was really nice to nap. This type of triple flow was really nice. The red, it doesn't have red banding. It's kind of an orangey brown banding. Okay, so it's not as red as the other obsidians. I like the way it turned out. It was relatively easy to notch, relatively easy to flake. The only problem I had with this one is that it is very snap and halfish. So I had another piece of this and it broke on me. I think it's in the broke some bifaces this week. We'll see. Anyway, it is snap and halfish type stuff. But other than that, it was very easy to nap. And I like the way it turned out. 3 1/8 inches long. Okay. It's not all that thin because it was going to snap. Well, I was afraid it was going to snap on me. Okay. 7D09 is a Sinu string, the last one I was working on. This one is 56 inches, and you can use it for a bow up to 45 pounds. Yeah, I need to make a thicker one than this. This is good for the bows that I make, that I like to make. I like to make them 40 pounds and under. But for my friend, I need to make them thicker. That's why I'm making these and then selling them in the auction, just so I can get used to making them thicker and thicker and thicker. It takes time to build up to making the strings really thick. I guess it's the same with bow making. It takes time to get the bow weights heavier and heavier. When you start out making bows, they always come in underweight. Same with these strings. They seem to come in underweight until I get used to making them heavier. I need to make a bowstring that's like a 60 pounder, just because it'll be abused quite a bit. How do I judge how many pounds it can handle? Just from experience. Yeah. I wish there was a test, a reliable test, but just from experience, I know how much it can handle, because I've been shooting quite a few of these Sinu strings. Yeah. In the past, I think it's like 10 years ago, the last time I was shooting a Sinu bowstring, but I still have the experiences from that time. 56 inches long, yeah, up to 45 pounds. That's what I recommend. There's no glue on this, forgot to mention. This is just straight Sinu. Backstrap Sinu up here on the loop, all the way down, maybe 4 inches down. Yeah. And then the rest is leg Sinu. Okay? All right. You saw some of that during the live stream when I was trimming it. Okay. Last but not least, 7D10. Box of breaks and flakes. There's some triple flow in here. Yeah. That's a triple flow, high grade. This is a triple flow, lower grade, and it did snap on me. The little booger head snapped on me. Where's the top part? Let's see. Is this it? No. Anyway, this triple flow, lower grade, triple flow, higher grade. This is a high grade triple flow. This is a banded obsidian. It naps kind of buttery, but it is snapping halfish. Triple flow. I think this is the top here. Yeah. It's very snapping halfish. Or is it? Let me think about this one. I just was too aggressive with it. Yeah. It's not snapping halfish. I was too aggressive with this one. But it has some of these little imperfections in it. See that? It's a pocket of something in there. Triple flow, low grade. It's just a flake, a broken flake. Triple flow, this is mid-grade, I would say. It's got smoky, instead of transparent areas. This is the lower grade stuff. I think this is the other half of, not that one. Where is it? I don't know. I thought I had 2 pieces of this. Yeah. That's it. It snapped on me. That was a bummer, because it was nice and flat. I could have made a big arrowhead. And this one has silver, gold sheen. This is a gold sheen piece, but it's curved, all right? So it's probably only good for a pendant, but it has gold sheen in it. It's pretty striking in the sun. You just can't see it too well here. There it is. See that? Okay, and I trimmed off a lot of delicate areas on on all of these flakes. I got most of the delicate areas trimmed off. And then this Clovis attempt, it was going to be nice. Yes, it was. I don't know why. Just a little bit of diving ruined it. Something like right there. A little bit of diving right there. Or something like that. I don't know why it broke. There's nothing wrong with the material. I guess I hit it too hard. But it didn't break on the other side. Anyway, that was disappointing. I was going to offer a Clovis in this auction, but I can't guarantee nothing. Because it's a game of chance. I broke that this morning, thinking that it was going to be easy peasy because it's high-grade obsidian. Yes, it is. It's a high-grade obsidian. I mean, I suppose you can glue it back together. It was almost done. Yeah, all I need to do is trim around the edges. And trim this up down here. Anyway, this is a little bit over 2 3/4. These flakes are not that big, Just to give you an idea, I'm just going to slap a tape measure on these. All right. That one's 3 3/8. Pretty sure all this will fit in the box. I shouldn't give away or sell these. I shouldn't, but I want to try to offer these little boxes of flakes and breaks and brokes and bifaces. People want to test out this material. This one's like 4 inches, but it's kind of curved. It is snap and half-ish, so this is not for beginners. Okay, that's it. Rules. Okay, these are just a short version of the rules. I'm using these little note cards. Okay. There will be an auction here every Monday. I will post the auction video at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, I'll try to get it posted at 4 p.m. Sometimes I might be late. And it will end at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Every time. That I won't be late on. Okay? You bid in the comment section. If you're not able to post a comment, you will not be able to participate in the auction. You bid under one or more of my pre-populated comments. Please include the item number if you're not sure you placed your bid in the correct place. Okay? Kind of self-explanatory. Try not to bid at the last minute. I'm using YouTube's time tracker and it's not always accurate. Okay, just fair warning. Okay, I reserve the right to call the winner as I see fit in any case. Right? Okay, so there's been issues where it's been very close and people have been bidding at the last minute. And sometimes YouTube says you're late, even though you and I both know you're on time. But I got to use a time tracker that everybody sees. So that's why I use YouTube's time tracker. All right? Okay. Look at my previous auctions to see how they work. If you have questions, you can email me or post your questions in the comments section. So my email is jackcrafty2@gmail.com. All right. There is a description of the auction in the description box. I also post this short video clip every time in case you don't like reading. Yeah. There will be a hard close of the auction at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It depends on your time zone, though. It ends at 8 if you're on Central Time, 7 if you're on Mountain Time, and 6 if you're on Pacific Time. Make sure you account for your time zone. Okay? All right. I will begin announcing winners 1 minute after the top of the hour. It may take me up to 45 minutes to announce all the winners, though. Okay, so give me some time to announce all the winners. I will start at 1 minute after the top of the hour because I refresh the comment section to make sure I see everyone's comment and I know what time they bid. Okay. I will hit the heart button if you win. This is the only notification you will receive. There is no private messaging in YouTube. And I will not hunt you down on Facebook or anything like that to announce that you are the winner. I will put a heart on the winning bid. I will heart it or love it or whatever it's called. Okay? All right. As a last resort, I can bid for you if you contact me before the auction ends. However, I will not bid for you closer than 5 minutes prior to closing. Okay? So keep that in mind. Again, my email is jackcrafty2@gmail.com. You can email me if you're having trouble. You can bid as many times as you like. I will only charge you the amount that beats the next highest bidder. This helps to prevent sniping. Okay, so if you're not sure what that means, just look at previous auctions. You'll see that some guys bid a lot toward the end of the auction. They start putting in bids at the last minute just so someone won't snipe them for like $2. You know what sniping is, right? If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Did I skip one? No. I will hit the like button if and when I see your bid. It may take me a while, but as the time approaches the closing, I check more frequently. Okay, so this is how you know that I'm seeing your bids or comments. I will hit the like button. Okay, this is very important, especially if you're new. If you suspect that your comments or bids are not being seen, try asking if I see your comments bids. You ask in the comment section. If I don't respond, I can't see your comments or bids. All right, pretty obvious. So if I can't see your comments or bids, you got to try something else, like restart your phone or use someone else's phone or get on your computer to try to bid, or send me an email. Figure out what's going on, because it's usually on your end, right? Yeah. So just try different methods to try to get your comments visible. Shipping is free in the US. International shipping is discounted but not free. Okay? Free in the US, but international shipping is not free. It's $10 extra for a light package, 1 pound or less, and $20 extra if it's heavier than that. Okay? So your international shipping is discounted, but it's not free. Shipping is free in the US. I ship all items through the US Post Office. I will always provide tracking numbers. I will issue refunds if requested. Oh, yes. If you are the winner and you're new, you'll need to email me your name, your address, and preferred method of payment. Or you can ask me what I prefer. I usually prefer PayPal, but I have different payment methods that I use. I accept Venmo, Cash App, PayPal.me, Zelle. Okay, just we'll arrange this in the emails. Okay. Okay, that's it for the cheat notes. Good luck, everybody.